we up here in the United States, we see stories about, well, Brazil just went through another election, and you had a very close election there on the presidential contest, and Dilma Rousseff.
It was not an election, because if the counting of the votes is secret, you cannot trust it. This is not a real, it's not a normal election. It's not a legitimate election. This is a fraud, a complete fraud.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy who was responsible for the counting of the votes as the president of the Electoral Commission, he had been a lawyer for the attorney for the Workers' Party. He worked for the Workers' Party for years.
Mm-hmm.
And was a protege of the Workers' Party, and he just returned the favors he received. So only 23 people follow the vote, the counting of the votes. This is so absurd. This is so obviously a fraud.
How much resistance is there in Brazil?
Now, you know, today there was news from the government itself. You know what the support for Dilma now? 7%. 7%. So 93% of the Brazilians are against Dilma Rousseff.
And yet she just won that election, according to the official count. Didn't she get about 52% of the vote?
She won no election at all. Okay. How can you say that? How can we accept a secret counting of votes?
Totally fraudulent.
Totally fraudulent.
Yeah.
We can never accept this. An election has to have transparency. Everybody has to have access to the counting of the votes and verify, and then we accept, well, you won. We count the votes and you won. That's okay. But we cannot count the votes. We cannot even see the votes. And the machines are programmed not to be audited. They cannot be audited.
Mm-hmm.
So it's useless to count the votes now, because only the votes that are registered in the machines, only final results are there.
These are the Smartmatic machines?
Smartmatic machines, yeah. That it was is corruption that is destroying the Worker Party's system in Brazil. Because people are really angry with this.
But as long as the Workers' Party runs the electoral process and can count the votes, they'll never give up power.
I believe they'll never give up. They have to be toppled by a direct popular intervention. I don't believe very much in a military intervention, but I believe in popular intervention. They have to expel these people from political life forever.